Good morning, students. Welcome to today's physical education class. Today, we are starting with the topic personality, its trait and types, and Big Five theory of personality. The topic is from Unit 9, that is Psychology and Sports. So, let us begin the class. Personality. So, what is personality? Personality is the typical pattern of thinking, feeling, and behavior that make a person unique. In other words, the word personality is derived from the Latin word persona, which means the mask. So we can say that personality is a mask that is used by an individual to deal with the society or the environment. Personality covers all the physical, mental, social, emotional interest of behavioral qualities of an individual. So here we understood personality include the combination of emotional attitude and behavioral response pattern of an individual. Definition of personality. There are too many definitions of personality. So we are taking only one definition. So that is according to Warren. Personality is an entire organization of a human being at any stage of his development. So after this definition, we can say that personality is the aggregate decision made throughout the life and the memory of the experience which lead to these decisions. So next is type of personality. So there are four type of personalities. So the first number is average. We can call it type A. People with this personality are goal oriented. They are very much goal oriented. Second, risk taking and good under stress. They are very good under stress condition. So let me explain you a little bit further about this. People with average personality like to be in charge and to be in control of their environment and their lives. They are normally not very detail oriented, choosing to delegate detail to others. They are usually very good goal oriented and practical in their solution, and arriving at their solution and goals will entail a no nonsense bottom line approach. So second personality is reserved personality. We can call it type B. People with this personality are relationship oriented, outgoing, and very enthusiastic. So let me explain it further. A reserved personality is an extremely outgoing, energetic, and fast-paced individual who like to be around people and enjoy being the center of attention. They are good relationship builders and most people like them right away. Their living need is for approval. So they try to like everyone in hopes everyone will like them too. Compliments, acknowledgement of their achievements, word of admiration, and even applause from group will be the most important thing you can do for them. So our third personality is role model. We can call it type C personality. People with this type of personality are detail oriented, logical, and prepared. So let me explain you a little bit further. Role model personality is a very detail oriented individual who likes to be involved in things that are controlled and stable. They are interested in accuracy, rationality, and logic. People who cannot seem to control their emotion will bother them because type C personality believe being emotional makes objectivity difficult or perhaps impossible. They also dislike being around people who are full of hype since they desire facts, accuracy, and logic. Other people's emotion may not be priority of them, as they tend to strive for the facts and let the chip fall where they may. So next personality is self-centered, type D. We can call it type D. People with this personality are task-oriented, stabilizing, and cautious. So let me explain you. self-centered personality take a slower, easier pace towards their work and life in general. They seek security and longevity on the job and are incredibly happy doing a repetitive task day in and day out. The repetition allows them to become very skilled in what they do. Likewise, they will not like it if the rules change a lot, as that is contrary to this desire to minimize change and stick with their known work. For the type D personality, even though the current way may be unpleasant, they worry that unknown may be even worse. Next is dimension of personality. How we will identify the people. Okay, what is the dimension of that? So number one is physical dimension. It is related with the body appearance, how you will look, shape, size, structure, weight, height, skin color, and etc. So these type of aspects are in the physical dimension, means your outer image. Next is mental dimension. It is related with thoughts, idea, knowledge, how much knowledge you have, how much you will think, what you will think, that is related to the mental dimension. Next is the social dimension. It is related with the social qualities like adjustment, cooperation, togetherness, discipline, leadership, etc. Whatever you will do to living in the society, cooperation, coordination, that will be one aspect of your personality. Next is the emotional dimension. It is related with behavior, attitude, interest, anger, happy, joyful, curiosity, etc. Related to your emotional aspect. It will touch your emotional aspect. So these are the four dimensions of the personalities. So next is personality traits. So let us talk about the W.H. Sheldon classification. So the first is endomorph. So we can say it endomorphic also. And endomorphic somatotype is also known as a viscerotonic. We can say viscerotonic also in this type of category. The characteristic traits of this somatotype usually include being relaxed, tolerant, comfortable, and sociable. Psychologically, they are also fun-loving, good-humored, even tempered, and they love food and affection. The endomorph is physically round. They have wide hip and narrow shoulder that give a pear shape. They tend to have a lot of extra fat on their body and on their arm and thighs. They have skinny ankle and wrist that make the rest of their body look even bigger. Next is mesomorph. We can say mesomorphic also. The mesomorph is in between the endomorph and ectomorph. They have an attractive and desirable body. Physically, they tend to have a large head and broad shoulder with a narrow wrist. They have a strong muscular body and strong arm and legs and little fat on the body. If they work on their body, they could have very attractive body. Psychologically, the mesomorph is adventurous and courageous. They are not afraid to break out and do new things with new people. Ultimately, they are very assertive. So next is ectomorphic. We can say ectomorph also. An ectomorph is the opposite of the endomorph. Physically, they have narrow shoulder, thin legs and arms, little fat on the body, a narrow face and a narrow chest. They may eat just as much as the endomorph, but never seem to gain any weight. They always stay skinny. Personality wise, they tend to be self conscious, socially anxious, artistic, thoughtful, quiet, and private. So, here I made a small table in which you can recollect what you have studied. So, what is somatotype, endomorph, or viscerotonic? We can say it. That character is that type of person, relaxed, sociable, tolerant, comfort loving, and peaceful. So, what is the body shape of that person? Plump, buxom, developed visceral structures. Then mesomorph, they are very active, assertive, vigorous, combative. Then in shape wise, they are very muscular. Ectomorph, they are quite fragile, restrained on assertive and sensitive. Then their body structure is lean, delicate. They have very poor muscles. So next is Jung's classification. So that let us see what Carl Jung classified about the personality. So he have classified through social dimension. So how the socially that person will look. So let us go first to the introvert. What are the introvert? Introvert are described as people who share characteristics such as shyness, social withdrawal, tendency to talk less. They have their own internal world of ideas, thought, behavior, interest, and attitude. Introvert people are self centered, unable to adjust easily in social situations. They are not easily suggestible. They are future oriented, very sensible, and rigid in ideas. So the next is extrovert. These persons have tendency to be outgoing, friendly, talkative, and social in nature. Their behavior and action are concerned to interact with others. They prefer contacts, generous, supportive, and courageous. Extrovert person interact with external world. They show interest in present reality than future. They express their feeling openly. They take decision quickly and act upon quickly. They are not affected easily by difficulties. So the next is ambiverts. Ambiverts have both quality. They are introvert also, they are extroverts also. In ambivert, both the characteristics of introverts and extroverts are found. In every person, mostly both of the characteristics are found. Through one of them may be predominant. Might be one of them is the predominant. One is dominating to the other. Might be extrovert is more, introvert is less, or might be introvert is more, extrovert is less. So now we are going to study Big Five personality theory. What are the Big Five personality theory? Number one is openness. Person which like to learn new things, new concept and enjoy new experience usually remain on top of in openness. It includes traits like being imaginative, insightful and having a variety of interest. After reading this, few point I want to mention. Please pay the attention. Number one is they appreciate art, okay, express high emotions, perform adventurous activity, unusual ideas, curiosity, variety of experience, openness reflect the degree of intellectual curiosity and creativity. So these are their characteristics. Next is consciousness. Person who have high degree of consciousness are reliable and promote. Such person remains organized, systematic, laborious, and complete in all respects. So let me give you few more characteristics of this. They have the tendency to show self-discipline, act dutifully, and aim for achievement. Their behavior is planned rather than spontaneous. So our next theory is extroversion. Extroverts get their energy from interacting with other individuals, whereas introverts get their energy from within themselves. Extroversion include the traits of being energetic, talkative, and assertive. So with that, we understood 2 3 points. Let me tell you, they have high energy, positive emotion, assertiveness, sociability, and tendency to seek stimulation in the company of other and talkativeness. Next is agreeableness. Such individuals are friendly, cooperative, compatible, kind and gentle. Person with too agreeableness may be more distant and aloof. They are usually kind, generous, affectionate and sympathetic. So let me give few more example. They possess the quality of compassionate, cooperative towards others, helpful nature and they will trust others also. Next is neuroticism. These persons have to tendency to experience unpleasant emotion easily such as anger, anxiety or depression. Neuroticism also refer to the degree of emotion stability and impulse control. Such individuals remain moody and tense every time. So here are some important questions. Please try to solve it. If you feel any difficulty, please let me know in the comment section. With this, we came to the end of this class. Thanks for joining the class. If you like the video, please subscribe the channel for upcoming videos.